relatively fast on his feet, he might just be super defensive. So a lot of times what will happen is whenever you go after the legs, they'll start moving back this way. Okay, it's not necessarily a sprawl, but they're getting out of the way. So if I come in like this and he starts butting out so that I don't get it, okay, he still gave me a hook, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab onto the back part of his
lat, yeah.
Or back part of his armpit, whatever it is. I always get the lat and the trap confused, so. All right, so I'm gonna grab that, get a hold of his wrist, okay? And then I'm gonna do a cross body. So step, step. Okay, so I'm still taking him down that plane, but he's moved his butt around perfectly for me to just hit him with a crossbody Osoto, okay? And they always let you get this. And this is really when you know that they're not a wrestler, because if I come in here and he's bent over and I do that, every wrestler I've ever met before starts with hand control. That hand doesn't stay there. They're either shooting or they're prying that hand off and hand fighting. So if I come in here and I try and tap and he moves his butt the other way, grab, okay? It's a quick step. You won't be able to do it perfectly like we would teach it, which is just one step and sweep, because you come in for the tap, okay? So just bring that other foot in, take another step, and sweep. Point the toe, okay? And just bring that foot back and pull through. Okay, it's like turning a steering wheel when he goes down. The big hook is gonna do most of the work for you. Everybody got it?
Do one more for the,
one more
just
time?
one more so everybody see how you do it.
So he's bent over, I come in for the tap, he moves, grab, grab, step. Okay, if this were a competition, I'd land on it. Okay? Come back through and get your underhook, and then work them over. Right? Okay? Tap, and then switch over here, or tap, and then try to go this way, okay? That doesn't, you know, I might be able to do it, but it's not going to be in 1 or 2 steps. There's a dotted line that I'm looking at that's going straight this way, and that's exactly what I follow. Tap and move that knee out, grab, step, and I didn't I didn't veer off of that line very much. I might go a little this way, I might go a little that way, but I'm still on that same line. Think freight train, guys. Once you get going with this move, you're either going to be standing over there and he ran his butt over that way to get away, or you're over there and he's going, oh God, what just happened? And he's on the ground, okay? Or you're on top of him, if you don't mind. So, freight train, one direction, one track, keep going. All right? 1 or 2 more and then we'll go on to the next one. Take down or throw is they just pull guard.
Okay, somebody get over here.
So coming up here and trying to, you know, lock up and get a good clinch, the first thing he's going to do as soon as I get within grabbing range is pull guard. Okay? So if he's more of a lighter weight, here, Phil, he'll actually like jump guard. He'll jump up and hit me with it.
Get out. Fire.
Okay? And now I'm dealing with this sort of situation. Okay? So, now, that's great. You know, there's things you can do to peel them off, but I'm of the opinion that I want to throw, and I don't like somebody doing something that stops me from doing something that I want to do. So I've modified the way that I fight in grappling tournaments to take more advantage of angles as a result of this. So if I know the guy's an EJJ guy, and usually it's pretty simple to tell because they go like this. I just immediately go for angles. So the first thing we're going to do is a knee tap, okay? The way that I do it, I call it the drunken Superman, because Superman flies like this, but when he's drunk, he flies like that. So you're going to have one hand high, one hand low, and you're just going to topple him. So, you know, we bow, we come out here, he stands down like that, I take my angle, and I'm going to come in, and then, okay? All you have to do is have some sort of contact with your hand or your forearm on his shoulder, underneath, or on his head. Okay, remember these guys don't know how to wrestle, they don't know how to do judo, so it's usually pretty easy to get these on him. Now, if he was a good wrestler, that wouldn't work. But with most of the BJJ guys and the guys that just want to pull guard, this works pretty well. So again, take an angle, okay? And as soon as I come in, I'll shoot in, high hand there, low hand, taps right at the knee, and just drive through. Okay? All right, grab a partner and let's try it. Just do one-on-ones, back and forth.
So that's Derrick's version of the drunken Superman. We didn't know Superman drank, but I guess he drinks. In this case, that's a good technique. There we have it.
And that's exactly what I want to avoid. You know, I want to get a good takedown. The point of a takedown and a throw is to be in an advantage position. If he wants to be in guard, that is not an advantage position. It's still a 50-50 proposition, but that's not advantage if that's what he wants. I don't want to give him what he wants. So I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go across the plane of his body, okay? So if he's right foot forward, I'm going to go this way, okay? Not that way. That way. If you can't get his head, I was just talking to John about this. If you don't feel like you can reach for the head or the shoulder, clothesline him. Get some part of your forearm or your bicep on him and then tap the knee, okay? This just pushes him. It's the tap that gets him. So take the step across, my arm runs into him, tap that knee, and down he goes, okay? Don't get a running start to it either. They'll know something's up. So we're in here, okay? I like tapping the head, but if you can't get that, just get some like clothesline action going on. Okay? And that's why I call it the drunken Superman, because tap, push. Okay? All right, try it again. I'm just gonna have to take a wider step for it. Normally I would be like this and I'd be able to drive off that foot, but I'm gonna have to take a bigger step and then switch. It sucks, but if I come across this way again, he's just gonna pull guard. Okay, so if you wanna do this move, you just have to switch your hands out.
Derrick, can you do that? Just drop in for the camera here. Just kind of shoot in and do that move from that position.
So again, if we're mirrored feet, down he goes. Okay, I always cut across the plane of his body. Okay, it's a little bit backwards in your head because you think, well, his legs. That's not. You're going for the far leg. That's not what you should do because it's more efficient the other way. It's more about pushing him over and avoiding the guard. And that's what it's about. So that's why it's designed to go that way. Okay? Center of his body. Or the plane of his body, not through the center of his body. So I don't want to come through here and tap him because my leg runs into his leg. I want to come across the plane of his body so that when I'm here, if I have to, my leg swings right through. So that when I tap him, boom, I just keep walking in that straight line if I need to. If I don't, I take him down and I'm right there on top of him, okay? And then it also, you have to go across the plane of his body for the follow-up to it. So 2 or 3 more, make sure you're going in front of him and you can still move that leg right past him. Otherwise, you're not doing it right.